Hello, and welcome back to Lost Minds of Phandelver, a Twitch experiment. I am your DM Charlie, as I look at my mic and nod at you out there in Twitch land. We took last week off. I had to go visit family in the northern part of Washington State, and we will move down the line and introduce our players, and they will tell us about their characters. First off, Teal.
Hello, my character is Teal. I am a paladin, dragonborn, blue dragonborn, so I'll be using some breath weapons, hopefully, in the coming game, so that is it.
Very cool. Finn!
Hey, good evening. I'm Finn, warrior. I am the cleric, and I will be bashing some knees with my warhammer this evening.
I expect better of you. Finn. Teb.
Hi, I'm Teb Forrest. I'm playing a half-elf sorcerer. Hopefully my spells actually land this week.
Alright, and John.
I am Jahan. I'm playing a monk, second level wood elf monk, and I'm currently falling into a trap.
You are! Dysol.
How you doing, Bill? Dysol. I'm the swashbuckler. Breaking more into my actual role than what my title role.
Alright.
Also falling into a hole.
Yeah.
Also falling into a hole. Well, if you were last with us 2 weeks ago, the party had gone through Tressendar Manor, had dealt with the appropriately named Wizard Glassstaff, not only putting him down, but breaking or taking said Glassstaff. They found a letter from the Black Spider, who, we don't know who that is, but I will reread the letter. Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandelver. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possessions are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Iano. Don't disappoint me. And it was signed not with a name, but with this symbol of a creepy black spider. So, that said, they've moved along. They've released the woodcutter's wife and children. And in an effort to clear out the bottom of Tressendar Manor, our brave adventurers found themselves moving down a tunnel and falling into a trap. And yeah, that is the high point of my day. Why can't I find the sounds? It's gonna be that kind of week. Great. There we go. Cool. Alright, in item number 3, the DM opens the book. He's looking, he's searching, and he is asking for a dexterity check from Jahan and Dysol. Roll away.
I'm scared.
I would be scared. I might be in a bad mood. Alright, and Dysol. The floor falls away from the pair of you, revealing a 10-foot deep pit filled with dirty, stained spikes. Were it not for both of your quick reflexes, you would have plummeted and probably taken life-threatening injuries. And maybe a little blood poisoning. However, you are able to step back, watch the floor fall away, and you see that there is a walkway that, leads around the edge of the pit.
That was close.
It was very close.
Yes.
Does the walkway look wide enough that we'll be able to edge across?
The walkway does look wide enough. It does look wide enough that with some caution, you could probably lean up against the wall and sidle safely to the other side of the hallway.
Nice. I beckon the Dragonborn to go ahead.
And the Dragonborn will oblige.
I will move back.
All right. Want me to take lead? Across the.
I am.
There we go. TL
Oh.
is able to cross the walkway without incident and does not fall or do any damage to himself. You realize that the walkway is safe, and it's probably how the Red Brand traversed this section of the hallway and avoided the trap.
Okay.
Well, move along, Dragonborn, so we can get across.
My apologies.
There we go. There's some sounds. Perfect. All right, to the south of you, you see that the tunnel narrows down to 5 feet wide. It's still set with stone. It's 10 feet long, and it terminates in a door.
I'm gonna say before we go any further, I'm about half hit points. Would you guys like me to use a healing pot, or does anybody have any spells for anything? Just so I don't go down in the middle of combat.
Let's see.
What's your hit points?
8 of 17. I'm 9 shy.
I've got. You want me to use my lay of hands, or you want to keep my lay of hands for emergency? Ben.
I still have a spell slot. I'll give them some.
Oh, hey, Twitch team. We have a new viewer. Everyone say hi to, I'm going to mispronounce it, Trix Loki? Trix Loki. Hey, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey, Trix.
Hello.
I think we as in Chuck and I, might know Trix Loki.
Really?
Even better. Welcome.
It might be Trixie.
Nice.
Oh, hi, Trixie.
Thank you so much, Mr. Finn.
So, Finn casts healing magics for 4 points of damage.
Much.
Basically, I healed so poorly you took damage.
All right, door to the south.
All right.
And that's
You guys
it.
wanna-
I am out of spell slots.
Okay. Shall we just enter here? Do you guys want to try any trickery before we go in?
Trickery.
Now let's kick the door down.
And you guys fell through the trap. I think we've made enough noise.
Yeah.
Okay, I will open the door.
All right, the door does not resist as you turn the handle and push it open. And on the other side, it reveals a large cellar. The door opens into a... this is the other door. The door opens into a large cellar that has stone steps ascending to a 5-foot wide landing 15 feet above to the east. Another door that you just came out of stands beneath the stairs in the north. A large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels.
All right. Well, it looks clear from where I'm standing if you guys want to all come in here.
Do we notice any noises? I see there's a door. Can we hear any noises, maybe from a nearby room or...
Go ahead and make a perception check as you listen to the cellar to see if you perceive anything. All you hear is the gurgling and splashing of the water in the cistern. It is the loudest, most obvious noise here in this cellar.
Charlie, is this a door right here?
That is the door up the stairs, correct.
There is a door here, however.
Yeah. Where Teb is standing, you came out underneath the stairs, and these are the stairs up.
Going back up. Okay.
Up and around to the landing 15 feet above.
Okay.
I'd like to listen at the door to see if I can tell if there's anything on the other side of it or any noises on the other side of it. Anyway.
Absolutely. Give me a perception check, please.
Not so good at perception.
Oh, no. Standing right next to the gurgling, bubbling cistern, you are unable to hear anything meaningful from the other side of the door.
I was going to check out the barrels on this side.
Alrighty. Investigating the barrels, you find that they contain stocks and stores. Salted pork and beef, flour, sugar, apples, ale. It looks as though these were supplies for the brigands.
Okay.
What about the water? Can I investigate the cistern? I don't know how deep is it?
All right, go ahead and make a perception check as you look in the water.
Yeah, I would like to do that as well.
All right. All right. Dysol, unfortunately, even with your roguishness and your trained eye for looking at such things, you are impressed by how clean and clear the water actually is. It's very potable. Finn, looking into the water, you do note that right near you, if you weren't looking directly at it, you might have missed it, is a rope that descends into the water that seems to be holding a satchel or a bag several feet down. From what you can see, even though it's dark, the cistern is probably 8 to 10 feet deep.
Wow. I'd like to pull up the rope, pull up the satchel. Is it big enough, or is it too big to pull up, or?
No, actually it comes up and it looks like it's about a backpack size. And it feels laden, and when you do bring it up, you do hear like the clink of metal and glass from inside of it.
Ooh,
Fun.
I would like to open said satchel.
Right. Looking inside, you realize that it was waterproofed. Like the material is rubberized and soaked with oils. Inside, you find a clean set of ordinary travel clothing. You find what are clearly a potion of healing and another potion that you can't readily identify, and a small bag that has, by gauging the weight, probably 50 gold coins.
Nice.
Very good.
Ev walks over to Finn to look at that potion.
All right.
If you
Yeah, I
were
will
going-
certainly hand it to him.
And if you were going to do a check on it to see if you know what it is, I'd like to assist you.
Okay.
I have medicine. What a good wisdom.
I'm
Excellent.
an alchemist, but I can cast.
Or that.
So who wants to make the roll? And whoever does, I'm going to allow advantage.
Arcana?
He's got it. He's got Arcana. Go for it.
Perfect. A 23. You do identify the potion. For those of you out in Twitchland that are unfamiliar with what we are doing, when a character attempts a skill check, they can be assisted by another character that has something that will apply or benefit them. In this case, it gives them advantage. That is, if you look there in the chat window, there are two numbers. They get to roll 2 dice, essentially, and we take the highest one. In this case, a 23. So, pulling the potion out, you look at it, you kind of smell it as you unstopper it, and you're like, by gum, this is a potion of invisibility!
Ooh.
Very nice.
That will come in handy for sure.
Indeed.
Charlie, you said Teb had looked at these barrels. Are they the same on either side? Do they all look like, rations and stocks for
Yeah,
or
yeah,
stores
yeah. They
for
do.
the
They do.
Okay.
They do.
They don't have the Lion Shield Coster logo on them, do they?
They do not. They do not. These look like they are obtained in some other way.
Good question.
However we can get them in our favor, I'm good.
And you said this door just led upstairs.
Yeah, that is at the top of a landing, so assumably it leads to somewhere in the ruins up above.
Okay.
We
Well,
proceed?
yeah. Do you want to? Should we? I rolled a fairly weak perception. I don't know what's on the other side of this door. Should we just open it like we did the last one? Hope for the best.
Kick it down.
Kick it in.
Kick it.
All right.
You're a big scary dragon.
I will kick it in.
You kick it in.
While he's
Stealthy.
doing that, I'm gonna try to hide again behind him.
All right.
Behind barrels.
Nice stealth rolls.
Indeed. Dysol, being short and wily, disappears behind the barrels as the paladin lifts back his foot, kicks the door open with a crash, and inside, startled and amazed, coming up from their nap, like I did not too long ago, you see two Red Brand ruffians, and they rise sleepily, reaching for swords, ready to do battle. Okay.
Perfect door to kick in. Are they scared, Charlie?
Are they scared?
Are they scared?
Oh, they're scared, all right. The same way I'm scared every week. Actually, I missed it. There are
I'm not.
3.
Nah, you had it right the first time. There's 2 that we can kill, and then 1 that we have to
That is
protect.
so weird. They look like they look not completely opaque, so it's throwing me there. Okay, let's see. I've got that all up. I've got them up. We've rolled the order. The Red Band Ruffian, I am counting them as surprised, so he misses his turn order. Finn!
I will Toll the Dead.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Started it off.
Okay, which one are you tolling?
That would be this feller here.
Alright, in the back corner. Eyes bleary, still rubbing the crusts of sleep out of them. You let loose with your spell. The sound rolls through the small storage room. Bong! 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 He rolls a wisdom saving throw and fails utterly. Roll damage.
And he is uninjured, so that will be a 1d8.
Correct. Alright, 6 points of damage. Like a fist, the sound from your spell punches him right in the face. Blood begins to flow copiously down his nose, covering his chin and lips, and he splutters, surprised. Where did this come from? Dysol, you are hidden by the barrels. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna follow suit, drop an arrow, and then blast this gentleman right in the with my bow.
The
Or
arrow
try to.
The arrow sails out. However, the ruffian takes quick cover behind one of those crates, and the arrow sinks into the wood, failing to hit your target. Do you have a bonus action or anything you'd like to do, Rogue?
I'm going to attempt to re-stealth.
Alrighty. Ruffian loses his turn. He was surprised. Paladin, standing in the doorway, your vicious visage standing there. Roar.
I am going to use my breath weapon and try and get at least a couple of these guys. Yep, I can get those two.
How many times can you do that before you have to rest?
Once per rest. Once per. I will link it so that our viewers can also see.
All right. Even though they are bleary, they both see you open your jaws wide and the crackling of coruscating blue energy as you vomit lightning at them. They both try to throw themselves flat and protect themselves under their covers. You're quite certain you hear one of them say, "Mommy!" Alrighty, and that was a DC 14, if I remember correctly.
I can verify that, but I believe it's a 13.
A 13. Okay. The one in the corner doesn't take the full brunt of your lightning attack. The one in the back does. The lightning comes sliding out of your jaws, crackling into them. The ruffian in the back corner, he just looks cooked, fried. He's covered with, burns and streaks. His hair is smoking. He looks to be just shaken horribly. The one in the corner, he lets out a scream as though he has been tased. Do you have any bonus actions that you would like to do, TL?
Not at this time, sir. Thank you.
All right, Jahan.
I'm gonna move in 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna attack this ruffian here with my quarterstaff.
All right. The monk slides into the room, lifts that bow staff on high, brings it down with a resounding crack on the ruffian's head. Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
There's a sickening crunch as the weapon slips and smacks and crushes a collarbone. His arm hangs limply. Anything else? Gonna spend a key point or anything like that, monk?
I am going to spend a key point and disengage and move back there.
Excellent. Hey, we've got some new viewers. We got Chucking It Up. We've got Golfendraken and LTK and Emperor Tyrannicus. Hey, everybody.
I may have let something slip, Chuck.
My
Yeah,
buddy Golf
evidently.
is here.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Glad to see you. All right.
Chuck and I also know Chucking It Up. Some of the other ones I don't recognize, but Chucking It Up and what's her name? Trixie. Sorry, Chucking It Up and Trixie are old Neverwinter friends of ours.
Excellent. Welcome. Hopefully you follow us in our adventures.
Please do.
Yes. All right. So the ruffian in the corner, the one who is cooked, fried, hair standing on head, smoke streaming from the wounds from TL's lightning attack, again buries his head in his pillow, and you're positive you hear him weeping not so manly tears. Teb.
So I'm going to stay in my place in the conga line here and hit this guy back here with a firebolt.
Firebolt. All right.
It is.
Yeah, baby.
Finally.
The elf waves his hands and lets loose with eldritch magics. Fire erupts, shoots down the hallway, slams into the room. Roll damage.
That's a good roll.
Ooh, with a flash.
Red is my color.
With a flash, you immolate the ruffian. His body kicks and thrashes and then goes still. The area stinks of cooked meat and burnt hair. Alright, this ruffian leaps from his bed. He lifts his short sword and he screams, "Murderers! Murderers!" He charges at you, Paladin. He makes 2 quick thrusts with that short sword. One of them gets through your defenses and drives into your guts, doing 11 points of piercing damage, driven by the ruffian's rage. Finn.
Yeah, I will Toll the Dead on the one right in front of our lizard friend.
Commander Root, welcome back. I cannot believe that is a cantrip. All right. You raise your hands wide, clap. The
That's
toll of the
awesome.
dead goes
Zero
out.
damage.
Let's see, Constitution. Oh, Wisdom saving throw.
He's damaged, correct?
He was. He completely fails.
Oh, I know why. Sorry, I
It's a
didn't.
D12.
Yeah, I didn't put in the damage modifier. Sorry. There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
J. Mitch.
Here it is. There we go.
Right on. The spell rolls out. Bong, bong, bong. As though a giant were standing behind him and kicks him in the ribs. The ruffian lets out with a cry of pain, drops to his knees. You're certain that whatever his organs were inside, they are now jellied underneath the sonic power of your magic. He has very, very little strength left. Anything else, Finn?
Nope, that's me. Thank you.
All right, Diceall.
While he's down, I'm gonna step up to him and try to do a incapacitating blow. I want to knock him out.
All right.
With,
Since you are a halfling, you can occupy a space that is, since you are small and he is medium. All right, go ahead, and you are doing subdual damage. You're not trying to kill, you're trying to incapacitate. Go ahead and roll an attack. You swing out with your short sword, connecting with his head, hitting him right in the temple with the pommel. Go ahead and roll damage. The ruffian slumps over, unconscious.
and then I'm going to attempt to sneak again.
Okay. The last ruffian steps out. He realizes that he is indeed trapped. He grabs that short sword. He steps over his companion's body. I'm going to move this just for cleanliness. And he strikes at you, Paladin. Maybe not so driven by rage as the attack before. What is your armor class? 18?
It is 18.
You beat both of his attempts to strike you aside with your own weapon. TL, it is your chance to respond.
And I will attack the one in front of me using the lovely new longsword that I found.
The longsword lashes out and cleaves into the ruffian.
Nice.
Oh, I'm going to use radiant damage as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but it's on there.
Well,
so
it
I will
just
take it.
it just shows never trust a dragon. The paladin lashes out. Holy fire limbs the edge of the blade, and with a single strike, you remove the ruffian's head from his shoulders, and the body falls to the floor.
Huzzah!
Way to go.
All right, I will clear the initiative. I will close the ruffian. I will restart the ambient sounds. I will shut that. And then for killing the three of them, 300 divided by 5, that is 60 experience points each. Uh-oh, something happened?
60.
Ding!
Oh.
That is a level.
What? What? Did the party just level?
We leveled up.
We did.
All right, well, I'll play the victory one again.
Huzzah!
Okay, since we are in situ and in the middle of a stream, we can go ahead and level as we move along. And then we might take a minute and discuss what we have done, see if any of the viewers have questions about your leveling up. All right, so the ruffian, dead. Ruffian is unconscious on the floor, blood flowing from his wounds, a huge contusion appearing on the side of his head where the halfling so kindly cronked him.
We need to at least moderately not let him die.
Why were we keeping him alive?
I don't know.
See if there's any more information we can obtain.
Cool.
Just keeping with our torture theme.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get that hammer ready, Finn.
Got it.
Um, can you,
and
can you,
I just leveled up, so I'll have heals, so I can torture him 3 times as much.
So for those that have just joined us, in order to get information, our goodly heroes, yeah, I would never want to owe these guys money. They got their answers with a hammer and a chair, and it was, yeah, I had nightmares. I really did. Okay. He is on the floor. What would you like to do?
Well, Rogue, you want to go in there and secure him? And,
yeah, I'll.
Let me.
Maybe we can get
I'm going to
somebody to go
step
in there
out
and
of the
search
way
him.
here. So, actually, let me get out altogether. My searching skills are not as good as the rogues.
Do some investigation.
I'm going to attempt to bind him. I have rope.
All right. I will not make you roll for that. He's not resisting. He's unconscious. You know how to tie a good knot.
Thank you kindly.
I will investigate the dead red brand in the corner.
Right on. Hey, everyone. GR is with us. Greg!
Greg.
What's up, Greg?
All right. The first red brand. He contains, you find a pouch that he was sleeping with. Clearly, these guys don't trust each other. 16 silver coin, 7 gold coin.
16 silver, 7 gold.
Correct?
Okay, I can add that to what we already have.
Are you putting it in the notes?
Yes. Well, I'm putting it in a set that I have. I'll copy all of this into the notes in a moment.
Okay.
16 silver.
And as we have the ruffian tied up, I'd like to take a handful of water, bring it over, and splash it on his face.
All right. He splutters awake. Hey, what's going on? My aching head. Oh wait, he's tied up. Oh my head. And he looks up and he blinks, gets that blood out of his eyes. Shit. I'm in trouble.
A little bit.
I tell him, hey, I'd like you to meet Finn.
He looks over at Finn. What's up, Finn?
I smash him in the knee.
Ah!
Not hard enough to actually, do any real damage, but just to get his attention.
Oh, dear sweaty balls! Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I left this behind in Baldur's Gate. You move out to the country, you expect a different level of comportment. But no! Brutes! All of you, brutes! Oh, why would you do that? I'm just an honest ruffian trying to make an honest living. Well, maybe not so. Okay, I understand why you did. God, that hurt! What? Just ask, I'll tell you. Stop hitting me with the hammer.
Yeah, I'm not even exactly sure why we did this and kept him alive, but I just felt like I need to introduce myself that way.
I will remember your name. I will. I promise.
Good. That's good to hear. Hey, so thank you for being so cooperative. We're actually trying to find our way to some directions to a castle.
Craigmaw Castle?
That's the one.
Yeah.
The one with the Craigmaw.
Yeah, that's the one.
I hear it's in the north. Other than that, I don't know. The bugbears might know. Have you talked to the bugbears? They're over in the western part of the hideout here.
Yeah, we spoke.
And what'd they tell you?
They made a bunch of gurgling noises.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the last one alive, aren't I? You're keeping me alive to tell a story, innit?
But we haven't decided if we're going to keep you alive yet.
Hey, look, I'm compliant. I will not be a problem. I have a gig I can go do in Candlekeep. Turns out, actually, in my old life, I was kind of a librarian. You know, somebody said, go see the world, be an adventure, and here I am. I'll go back to Candlekeep if you just let me go. I promise.
Yeah, I don't really have anything for this guy, so.
Yeah, no. Well, the castle's to the north. We know that much.
I have a question. So, have you ever heard of a person named Black Spider?
Black Spider? Huh. He kind of thinks. You see him rolling a history check in his head. It's like, I can't say that I have. Although Glassstaff, I know that he was getting his orders from somebody.
Yeah,
He's
not
dead
anymore.
too.
Wow, you guys, ugh. Wow. Maybe I need to rethink my career. Yeah, I'll go back to Candlekeep. I think I'm done. I apologize. I mean, I just only very recently joined the Red Brands here.
That's a poor career choice.
Yeah, really.
Quite poor.
What can I say? They had food.
What are all these boxes and crates and barrels?
Food?
I thwap him lightly with my quarterstaff and say, "Don't be smart."
I apologize. I apologize. Truly, I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Yeah. I think keeping him alive was a mistake.
No, seriously. Look. You want a piece of information? Is that it? You want some information, and you'll let me go?
All you told us is that there's a castle to the
Yeah,
north
like-
somewhere.
Like,
Where?
I'm gonna have fun with you in the water outside. It's gonna be great with you tied up.
I can't swim. All right,
Well.
so
No, not with your hands tied behind your back.
he looks at you and he says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, I do know that Kregma Castle lies in the woods, directly north. It lies in the bottom of the Neverwinter Woods, near the edge of the forest. Not but 5 miles inside the forest. 30 miles from Phandelver, from the village, directly north. That I do know.
But you didn't know that like 2 minutes ago?
Come on, you gonna fault me for trying? I can't make it too easy on you, can I? Don't hit
I'm gonna
me!
knock him out again.
Go! All right, he slumps out and is unconscious again.
I don't need any more information.
Yeah, I'm good with I'm good with letting him go. Actually, I don't.
All right, I'll
Or
just
leave
him.
him here. We'll just
Yeah.
Just leave him unconscious.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would maybe relieve him of any weaponry or anything.
Take off his pants. I take all his clothes off and I tie his legs
You're gonna
together.
Take off his pants.
Yeah, I take all his clothes off and I tie his legs together.
I would like to remind you we are a PG-13 Twitch stream.
The Dragonborn slowly backs away from what's happening.
Keep in mind, we have a lot of supplies in here we want to take back, and we'd hate this guy to just steal the stuff that we've rightfully stolen. So
Oh, I'm not gonna untie him. I'll just leave him.
Yeah.
They can. When we tell them where the supplies are, they'll find him in a day or two. I mean, he's right here in town.
Yeah.
Are you going to pat down your unconscious victim or the corpse in the doorway?
Yes.
All right. Other than the short swords, on your stoolie here, he has a pouch that contains 12 silver pieces and 5 gold pieces. And the corpse has a pouch with 15 electrum and 2 garnets that are fairly big, that you estimate are probably worth 10 gold pieces each.
Nice.
How many silver?
12 from the first one. It was 15 electrum EP on the corpse.
Did any of us take a look at inspect this area down here? These
You did.
barrels?
Ted did.
Okay,
Salt
perfect.
pork, salt beef, biscuits, flour.
I'd like to
Perfect.
check the beds really quickly.
Okay.
Under the pillows, under the mattress.
You don't find anything. Beds is a very, very strong term for what these mat/cots actually are. The blankets are smelly, questionable. You see, like, what looks to be the small dots of, like, flea stain and whatnot. The pillows are stained, misshapen, lumpy. They are just a place for men of low action to take their rest.
Okay.
My apologies. What was the gem?
Two
Garnet.
garnets worth 10 gold each.
My birthstone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's like I'm gonna have to see into the future because there seems to be a half-second delay on all of these. There we go. All right.
No. Is there any other place that we haven't searched in this catacomb?
I don't know. Is there?
Well, we
No,
could have
I'm
asked the
asking
guy if there were any places.
Wake him back up.
I wake him up.
Oh God! Oh God! What? What? Oh, my legs are tight. Oh God!
All right, so we've decided that you can live.
Thank you.
If
Are there any hidden places in this catacomb that we have not? I mean, you don't know where we've been, but is there any hidden, like, rooms for, that you know of?
Yeah, I can tell you that. So, on the other side of the cistern, up against the wall, the southern wall, there's a secret door that leads into the cave where that weird beast with the eyeball lives. If you go through the door over there, kind of to the northeast, under the stairs, there's a big pit trap. So you need to walk along the southern edge of the wall. If you go through those double doors, you gotta be careful. If you're not a red brand, there are skeletons in there that'll attack you. The door in the left north wall, if you follow that corridor, there's a secret door on the western side towards the north. That is, everything. Everything, I think.
Okay, we've been to all those, so we can leave.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I
can
slap.
Have him. He can take a little bit of the food with him.
Thank you very much. You're very kind. I assume you're gonna leave me here tied up.
I'll we found at least one dagger on somebody. I'll stick one in a chest somewhere.
In his chest?
No, over here.
Okay.
But I'm gonna leave him completely bound, hands and feet. Over here.
So he will have to crawl and
Figure it out.
He'll eventually get there.
Welcome, Paulina93. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Paul.
Welcome.
Okay. So you deposit the dagger. You have the one remaining red brand. The two corpses, you've looted their bodies of any wealth. Do you just want to egress from the cellars and head back into Phandelver, or what?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I think so.
Okay, very well done.
We now know where the Cragmore Keep is, or castle, so we can start heading
north.
that way. Well, he was fairly specific. 30 miles from this place, 5 miles from that place. We should be able to piece it together.
Yeah, the Tev, did you note that potion of invisibility that you got in your inventory?
I identified it. I didn't put it in my inventory. I thought you still had it on you.
I mean, I can put it in my inventory. I just hadn't.
I saw. Do you have invisibility? Do you have that ability yet, or is that that's a
Spell?
Is that a level 2 spell?
I think it's a lot later than level 2 for rogues,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think they can pick it up to like 5 or something.
Charlie, I have a quick question.
All right.
You said the bag that was holding the potions and the gold in the cistern was waterproof?
Correct.
Could I have grabbed that before we left?
Absolutely.
Okay. I wanna keep
You're
that.
gonna take
You said
my bag?
it's a waterproof bag? Oh well, if you grabbed it, then that's fine. I just want to make sure we have a waterproof bag.
Yeah.
And we
I did
list
grab
it.
it. Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right. So you come out up top of Tressendar Manor looking over the sleepy village of Phandelver, and you realize that you have done something good. You have freed them from the depredations of the perfidious Red Brand. However, you figured out that the wizard Glassstaff was the individual that Sildar Hallwinter was looking for. His associate from the Lord's Alliance, the Iarno, the wizard Iarno. He should probably be told. You've been down underground for several hours. Indeed, you had taken a rest in there. It is the next morning. So you were pushing about 3 days since you found out that Grundon Rockseeker had been dragged off to the north by the Kregma goblins.
Did you say we got a rest, or we didn't rest yet?
Well, we did level.
You leveled. Plus, if I remember correctly, forgive my imperfect memory, I thought you rested inside, after your fight with the bugbears.
We did.
Yeah.
Yep, we did.
So do we want to
Burn down the sleeping giant and be rid of the red.
I mean, there's no red guard left, except for the one guy.
That's true.
Yeah, they're fairly beaten down.
We go in
Shouldn't
there.
Oh,
be
I
too
think they're
many
all
of them
gone,
left.
except for maybe a straggler or two.
We go in there and pick on the owner.
It was rude.
He's just misunderstood.
Is there anything that we need to try and do in town?
Do we need to go check on the blacksmith's wife and kid?
The
Find
woodcutter?
them. Yeah, them.
I think it would be good to go talk with Sildar, and then maybe visit the Lion Shield to tell them we have more provisions for them. They can go
Oh yeah, definitely.
and see what they can give us in.
Yeah, we need to give Sildar the bad news.
We can also tell them that there's some. I mean, all the food and whatnot that's in the under the manor is just going to go to waste anyways. If they need the food or whatnot, there's plenty for the whole town in there.
Yep.
We haven't had a long rest since I got the glass staff, so it's not bonded to me yet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Do we want to go talk to Sildar first?
Let's
Yeah,
go over to
I think that's a good idea.
I think it's the Townmaster's Hall, I think is where he's set up.
Correct. He has come to Phandelver to instill law and order, which is the brief of the Lord's Alliance. They are a group of good-minded adventurers who seek to instill law and order throughout the land. All right. Dicehall, are you coming, or are you just enjoying the view?
I'm liking the view. I'm on my way.
All right. Entering into
Halfling ADHD.
entering into the
Haha.
into the Townmaster's Hall, you find Sildar reading through ledgers, account books, deeds, and whatnot. A very chagrined and flustered Harbin Wester sits with his portly self in the corner, kneading his hands like a naughty child sitting in the principal's office, just clearly Hallwinter has given him what for. Hallwinter looks up as you enter in. He's like, well met. You can tell he's still recuperating from his misadventure with the Kregma, which you rescued him from. Well met. So, what have you discovered? Have you learned where they may have drug our good friend, Rockseeker? Do you have plans?
Indeed. He appears to be at Cragmore Castle. So,
No.
at some point, we're going to have to head up that direction. We did manage to free the woodcutter's wife and child, though, and cleared the town of the Red Brands.
Cleared the town of the Red Brands? And Harbin Wester in the back kind of splutters like, I don't know, I just saw it. And he says, hey, and tell me, pray tell, how did you do that?
Killed them all.
Yes, we did. They're all dead.
Oh, that would do it. And his eyes kind of move over and he looks at Teb and he looks at that glass staff in your hands and he quirks an eyebrow and he's, where did you find the staff? That is Yano's staff.
Therein lies the bad news.
Teb's gonna explain how Janos was the glass staff and how the whole red brands are working for glass staff and are involved with the black spider.
Do you provide him with the letter as evidence of your claims?
Yeah, I was just going to mention
Yes.
that. We should probably provide the letter.
All right. Sildar Hallwinter reads through the letter. Yana. Oh. He seems to age 10 years before your eyes, and you can tell that what he had thought was going to be a rescue mission has now just suddenly become evidence of betrayal, and he's, oh, this is indeed, oh, sad and sour news, a bitter pill indeed. Well, you put him to his rest. His corpse lies underneath the manor.
Indeed, it does.
Well, Albrecht was a fool. Fine. See to your supping and prepare your gear. I would ask that you head after Grundren at the Craigmore Castle, since you seem to have a lead worth following. I, for my part, will collect some manpower, maybe some miners or whatnot, and we will head and clean out Tressendar Manor, maybe tear the building down. No matter, but we will deal with that piece. Is there anything else I can do to assist you?
No, I don't believe so.
Do you know of anyone who may know of this black spider? Have you ever heard of this black spider?
I have not. And he looks over his shoulder. Westa, what about you?
I can't say that I have. You know, it could be someone from the east or whatnot. I don't even know. No, I don't know.
And you get the sense that Harbin Wester truly doesn't. That he is a befuddled, civil servant that was more interested in keeping his own neck safe. Hallwinter seems to reconsider for a moment, and he says, the Red Brand was something I was going to have to face, and you have done me a huge service, so I've noticed that Master Wester has been collecting taxes and not been using them on public works. Well, removing a criminal threat is a public work. Allow me to reward you. And he heads back to a chest, pulls out a large key, unlocks it, comes out with a bag, and counts out 200 gold coins, and he pushes them forward, and he says, a reward for your hard work. I appreciate it. Perhaps I might be able to give you more should you find Gundren Rockseeker and return him alive.
Thank you much. Well received.
And that is our next objective.
All right, that's added to the group treasure.
Thank you.
And I've updated the group treasure with what we have.
Can we
Alrighty.
tell him about the stuff we left behind and see if maybe he can work with the
I thought he
Work it.
said he was going to go in there and clear it out.
Okay.
He did. That said, though, remind me, had you seen Lenine Greywind of the Lion Shield Coster after you told her where the goods were? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other goods, yeah.
Yes. Okay. just making sure.
Yes, the original ones. Now let's head over to her and tell her that. Oh wait, he's gonna clean out
He's
the
gonna
stuff
clean
under
it
there.
out, so I wouldn't bother her with that. Although we could ask her about the black staff or the black spider, but I don't know if that's gonna provide be fruitful. Sildar, I have one question.
Indeed.
The woodworker in the town. That wasn't the person's family we rescued, right? That's something else, right? The blacksmith was the family we
No,
rescued.
the woodworker, that was his family, the one that had been
Oh,
murdered,
okay.
and you found his body.
Okay. And it was he who was the woodworker?
Theldendrar? Yes.
Hmm. I'd like to just visit there really quick to see the family and ask for them a quick question. And then we can, if you want to head out to find this Craigmore Castle, we can.
Very easy. The woodworker's home is directly across the street from the townmaster's hall. Over here. Is it on there?
Well,
Yes, it's south, I think.
It is. It's right here on the map.
While he's doing that, Teb's going to the shrine to pray and get
I-
a donation.
All
I
right.
was just gonna do the same. Go to pray to Tyr, and I will follow suit and give a donation. I wasn't planning on doing that, but why not?
Alrighty. So Jahan crosses the street over to the Dendrar residence, knocks on the door. Before he talks to Myrna Dendrar. How about Dysol? How about Finn? What are you doing?
I think that I will just be going to the shrine as well. I'll just be following Teb and our lizard friend, making sure they are not getting into trouble.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go to a different shrine over here at the inn.
All right, perfect. Oh, to the other shrine. Got it. Welcome, FVMH97C. Welcome to our stream.
Yo.
All right, so you knock on the door. And Myrna Drendar opens the door, looking as only a widow with 2 orphan children can. Her eyes are red. She looks as though she has not slept at all. Granted, you only left her not very long ago, couple hours. She is surprised to see you. Oh, Master Elf, how...
Ma'am.
Thank you again for our liberation. Thank you.
Our
How
pleasure.
may I, yes, please come in. Would you like some tea, an apple, or something?
I would love an apple. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Comes over from the Edamath orchard. Delicious apples they are.
I am so sorry for your loss.
Oh, Thel, he deserved better than that. Those ruffians, they made untoward advances towards a married woman, myself, and he merely defended my honor, and for that, they took his life. And then they were going to sell us into slavery. Did you kill them all?
We did. We dispatched them accordingly.
Good for you. How may I help you?
Well, first off, and I'm gonna put 25 gold pieces on the table, and I'm gonna say I'm very sorry that you lost your husband. I'm sure you've lost every bit of way to kind of fend for your children. I hope that this may help.
She looks at you, kind of like, what are you on about? That is a lot of money, and she's a little surprised. She's looking at you suspiciously.
I had someone do a good deed for me once. So this is how I pay it forward. This comes with no strings attached. I just worry about your 2 children, so this is to try to help you along.
She reaches out a timid, tremulous hand, and she, almost like she's afraid to touch the money, and then she scoops it up and she leans forward, gives you a kiss on your cheek, whispers thank you, and she says, You may want to speak to Sister Graeli. She is also a good person. She may have a use for someone like you. I thank you so much. I
I think my children and I are going to return to Waterdeep, back to my parents' home. But thank you kindly.
My pleasure. I had a quick question for you.
Yes?
And I pull out my quarterstaff. I know that your husband was a woodworker, correct?
Yes.
Do you know if he ever worked on any quarterstaffs before his demise? Would he have any better quarterstaffs in his possession?
Tables,
that I can
chairs, and
help other
cabinets, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Well, we will talk to Sister Gorelli, and you and your family stay safe.
Absolutely.
And it was our pleasure.
Thank you. Enjoy the apple.
Thank you so much.
She shuts.
And I'm gonna head to the shrine.
Alrighty. Dysol, you have gone into the inn, and Chubby Master Stonehill walks up to you, and he seems surprised, thrilled to see you, and he's like, "Oh, welcome back, Master Halfling. What custom can I provide for you today? I do have a luncheon being prepared, some ale, loaf of bread and some ale, glass of wine."
Yeah, I'm gonna get a plate, a drink, sit in the corner, and just observe and listen.
All
Being
right.
obtrusive, nothing really. Just kind of pay attention.
All right. So you are listening for rumors. We will circle back round to Tial, Teb, and Finn at the Shrine of Luck. The three of you are at the shrine, really just kind of like a little open air holy place. You have said your prayers. You don't feel any kind of connection with the celestial, but you do feel better. Feel a little less spiritually grimy after the dirty work you just had to do. What would you like to do?
Good cause.
I think that I will join Dysol in the inn.
All right. Okay. Teb.
So what's going on around here, around the shrine right now? Are there people about, or is it just me and the shrine and Finn?
It's just you and Finn. Tial has crossed over and entered into the Stonehill Inn. There are tradespeople, miners, farmers, and whatnot walking about, but nobody's really stopping at the shrine. After all, it's just like a open roadside shrine, like just built with like the bench and the small little statue, some weeds. If you recall, Sister Graeli is the one who watches over it, and she's nowhere about at the moment.
Okay. Yes. Well, she's not about. I guess I'll go to the other shrine with the other guys.
All right. Finn, how about you?
Yeah, not having heard what John had heard from the woodcutter, I would not be joining him. So I will follow over to join them at the hub.
All right. John, as you are approaching the shrine, you see your three companions kind of load up and move out and head over to the Stonehill Inn. Dysol, a plate is brought to you with some roasted potatoes, some cold chicken, a big slab of bread, a frothy tankard of ale is set down in front of you. Master Stonehill says, "Enjoy, you can pay afterwards." As you're listening, roll a perception. You overhear the gossipy barmaid whispering something about Darren Edermath, that he was an adventurer. You feel like you've heard this rumor again. In stomp the paladin, Finn, and Teb. You see the halfling in the corner munching and drinking away, looking quite happy and content. He appears to be spying on, well, not spying, but listening to the few locals that are in the Stonehill Inn enjoying an early lunch.
Ooh. Yes. Do we take care of anything at the miners' exchange, or do we still need to do that?
I don't think you've actually visited the miners'
I don't
exchange
think
yet.
we actually. Yeah,
It's been
I know
closed.
I think so.
Yeah.
We need to check there.
Alrighty.
I had forgotten about that place.
Didn't Sildar say he was going to use some of the miners to go into Tresendar? Or
Yes.
Okay.
But weren't the red brands infiltrated into the miners' exchange? Something along those lines.
That
Or we
is
just claimed.
yeah, that's not information that you had heard.
Okay, I didn't know because I don't know anything about the miners' exchange. I just see a note that it was brought up at one point.
Gotcha. Hey, John, can you move like half a foot to your right? No, not your token. You yourself, man. There you go. You were kind of over here on camera. So, no worries. And that is how we do production management in the Twitch world. All right. Okay, so you heard the rumor about Darren Edermath, the orchard keeper, being an adventurer. The rest of you walk in. Do you choose to join him and take your rest? Take a short rest if you need it. Eat, drink, listen.
Yes, I am going to do that.
I think that's a good idea.
Alrighty.
Yeah, sure.
Master Stonehill comes around, brings you similar plates, frothing tankards, a pitcher of water. He looks at your kind of disheveled, dirty state. He also brings you warm, moist towels for cleaning your faces and your hands before you eat. They're very refreshing. As you are sitting there, people come in and out. You may make a perception roll if you are actively trying to pick up information or intel.
I would like to as well.
All right. The monk is so famished he tucks right into his food and does not learn anything. Dysol, yeah, you already got your one tidbit. You are now, like, munching away. Thin as well. Delicious, delicious. Cold. How is it so cold, this ale? And Teb, listening in. What other rumor? You hear another miner, and you've heard this before, complaining about the trouble with the orcs on the eastern end of the Tribor Trail. It also ties into the notice that you saw on the front door of the Townmaster's Hall.
Okay.
All right, you finish your meal. It's probably pushing towards hour and a half past lunchtime, past noon.
Well, probably a good time to get setting on the road towards Hagmore Creek. Yep.
All right.
You said that's equivalent to a long rest or a short rest?
Short rest. Short rest. Alrighty. And here we are in Phandelver. Let me adjust the sounds. I apologize to everyone out there in Twitch land. I know my profile is... Oh, good grief. It's not giving me the outdoor sounds. All right. So, you head north out of Phandelver, back onto that trail that leads away up to the Tribor Trail, and you realize that you have maybe a day's worth of walking to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should head east on the Hylor Trail and then connect it and head back because it looks like it heads somewhat northeast, according to my map.
It does. For the purposes of travel, I am just putting Dysol out there to represent the party.
Sounds good.
Okay, so which way do we want to go?
Yes, which way do you want to go? Where do you want to search?
I think he said that he wanted to go.
Was
You said east on the Tribor Trail or west?
Yeah, which
Because
way
he
did
said
you
it
say?
was completely north of where we were, right? Or straight north in the woods. So I would think that would be somewhere around here or here.
Quite possibly.
all right. So it was about 30 miles from Neverwinter.
Mm-hmm.
30 miles from Phandelver.
Phandelver.
Welcome, Zerk Boys Dark. Hope I said that right. Yeah, he said the red brand that you tortured and interrogated said that Craigmont Castle was about 30 miles directly north of Phandelver.
The hexes on the map are they
5 miles.
representative of 5? Yeah.
5 miles, correct.
So we're about 10 miles away from the Tribor Trail.
Yeah.
So that
I
puts
I think
us
we should be
needing
heading
to head
somewhere
about here. Yeah.
this vicinity.
Yeah.
So why don't we go down this trail here and then go up this way? You know,
Yeah.
just I wouldn't go through the brush here. Let's just go down the road and then cut
Okay.
like
Yeah. Well,
north
we stick to the road.
east.
Then head up
Okay.
here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then head north.
Traveling down the trail, the day grows long, the shadows lengthen, the sun sinks off into the west, disappearing into the ocean far, far off to the west. You reach there, you realize you have maybe half an hour of useful daylight before the sun sinks and total darkness falls.
Okay, well then let's set up camp here. I'll take first watch.
Okay. And I only need 4 hours rest being a
Yeah,
wood elf.
that,
So
so you sleep for the first 4, I'll sleep for the rest,
that works.
and then everyone gets a full rest.
Alrighty. The night passes without incident. No one comes along the dangerous Tribor Trail to molest your party while you rest. What? What?
Nothing.
No, nothing?
There's a lot of conversation going on in the chat.
They're saying I was trying to scam the woodcutter's wife out of a +1 quarterstaff. There was no scam. The woman has no husband.
He's not gonna use it.
If he made one, she's not going to use it.
Hey, look! I thought it was a valiant effort on your part.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so
It's a
this.
long time to get there, though.
Huh.
All
Up to
right.
25 gold.
It's not like I took the gold back.
You had a better chance going to the shrine and praying for a quarterstaff.
Okay. Sun rises. You see
When
it.
Killer Kitten says we don't know that she's not going to use it.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
Zammy Whammy. Welcome.
Sammy.
Hey,
Oh
Sammy.
my god.
Right on. Okay, so
Like a
dawn
reunion
has arisen.
That's
and
awesome.
The frost touches the tops of the grass surrounding you in the hills. You see no traffic on the Tribord Trail. There is a faint mist. Your breath clouds in front of you faintly. You realize it's probably going to be a very warm day, but it has started out cold because the night was clear. You feel that maybe somewhere north of you in the woods lies Craigmaw Castle. You can just see the verges of the Neverwinter Wood over the tops of the hill, 10 miles to the north.
Gentlemen, let's just be on the lookout for those orcs that they were talking about. I don't know the gist of where all of this was, but let's just be cautious.
Well, they were on the trail, so I think we're already off the trail.
Don't trust orcs. They could go off trail.
I'm kind of throwing us up there, but we're going to make our way slowly to this spot. If I need to back up, just let me know, Charlie.
All right. Moving through the trees.
Just getting to the tree line at this point.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Not funny.
Yeah, pixies and sprites.
For all of you out there in Twitchland, I'm looking to see if there's a handout for which to surprise them. All right, you hit the trees and into Neverwinter Wood. The shadows are dark. It seems a foreboding place. Who knows what lies around the next bend of the trail?
Perfect. So as we're approaching the tree line, once we step into it, I'm going to continue the rest of the way a little more stealthily.
Okay.
So is that like a group stealth roll there? If we're traveling as a group?
He's your scout, right? So he's ahead of you?
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
All right, you move into the trees.
Start slowly moving our way up due north.
Alrighty. Heading north, you've been traveling about an hour. The open grasslands south of the Neverwinter Wood, long behind you. It's hard to see any further than 50, 60 feet. So thick are the woods. That smell of loam and green plants and just wood life fills your nostrils. You can smell the pine and the leaves and the leaf mold. Here and there you smell heavy animal scents. And as you head down the faint trail that you see, you smell something very, very heavy and animal-like. Everyone make a perception roll.
Hey, that's not bad for me.
I have feet.
The red dice, man. They're on fire today.
All right, John and Teb, you pause as you hear a heavy, low, chuffing breathing coming from somewhere to the north along the trail.
Can I ascertain whether it's animal or something else?
Go ahead and make a survival check. It sounds like a large animal. Large, powerfully built animal.
How far away? Like
You're-
approximately?
You're not sure. You can't see it because the bend in the trees disappears probably 50, 60 feet, but it's somewhere ahead and beyond, but you can hear it coming through the trees. Indeed, you also hear like heavy, soft, padding footsteps pushing through the underbrush. You hear the leaf mold and litter and detritus being sort of carelessly pushed out of the way as that chuffing breath comes forward.
I point to the group. And I stealth.
We need to. I kind of whisper back. Do we need to set up an ambush? Get somebody maybe in the tree and flank.
Well,
Hebs.
I'm not climbing the tree.
I look towards Dysol. You want to climb a tree and maybe prepare a bow, and we can set up a 2 rows of try and hide behind, and maybe try a flanking maneuver.
Absolutely. Chuck It Up says he apologizes for the noise. He'll mute his mic.
Chucking it up's a jackass. Oh man, that dude cracks me up.
As you're standing there discussing what to do, you hear a chuff, and then suddenly there is a roar of annoyance as a large, powerfully built creature comes around the corner, and you see the form of the large owlbear. It roars, annoyed that you are in its hunting territory. And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute break, and then when we come back, we will see what the adventurers do when faced with this large, hungry carnivore.
Awesome.
Save some goblin pieces.
Very cool.
Alright. When we last left off, the party had just encountered an owlbear annoyed that you were in its territory and it is out hunting. Let's get some initiative up.
All right.
A lot of white space on this one, so I'm going to zoom it in as we close the distance. I'm going to turn down that battle music so I can hear myself think. Alright, the owlbear lets out a roar. It comes charging down the trail at you. Let me find it. Not a full tilt run, but it definitely is coming cautiously as though it is about to do some damage. Teal, what would you like to do?
I might be able to get to it now. I can get to it, and I am going to attack.
All right.
That lovely longsword.
You sing out with that longsword, cleaving into the huge brute. It cuts, blood sprays. Roll damage. The wound appears in the massive brawny shoulder. The creature roars in rage right in your face. Alright, do you have anything else, Paladin, you would like to do?
Not at the moment, thank you.
Rogue.
You're muted.
You're muted, buddy.
All right, there's a few things I want to try here. However, the first one is distance not fair, so I'm going to shoot it with my short bow.
Your arrow sails out, nearly catching the paladin in the back of the head, but then disappears into the woods.
Perfect.
Anything
Okay.
else, Rogue?
Yes, I'm going to slip back into hiding and then move.
Alright, go ahead and make that stealth roll. Perfect. And move?
Yes.
Alright, Teb.
I'm gonna shoot it with firebolt.
Let me make sure of my screen
Nice.
here.
Am I good? Am I good?
You are! The firebolt leaps from your fingers, sails forward, and slams into the owlbear.
Next
Go
is a
ahead.
fireball. Just kidding. Oh man.
The fur and feathers singe and a stink fills the paladin's nostrils. The creature lets out a roar of annoyance as the flames lick over its body. Alright, anything else you want to do?
No. That's it.
Alright, Finn.
I'm casting Toll the Dead.
Of course you are.
That's a beautiful roll.
Yeah. And wisdom save for my owlbear. And it does not. Your spell rolls down the forest floor. Bong! 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 Leaves explode and shatter. The creature rocks as though kicked. And, 12 points of damage. That is a lot. This time it lets out another roar of annoyance. but you are horrified to hear an answering roar from the north as you hear its approaching mate.
We're taking out the whole family.
All right, go ahead, Jahan.
The flock of them.
Alright, I am going to move into attack range.
All right.
And I'm going to swing with my quarterstaff.
Ooh.
That's 20.
Quarterstaff sails out, cracks across the owlbear's back.
Oh, and double sixes.
Double sixes.
Oosh. There is a loud thump, and the beast lets out a low moan of just like, ooh.
And I am going to spend a key point and do Flurry of Blows.
Alrighty.
First strike. And second strike.
Your first fist lashes out, cracks the huge brute right on its maw. Roll damage for that.
Another 5.
You drive the beak down, and it actually, indeed, a crack appears in it. It turns to you and roars. All right. Anything else?
That is it. That was my full movement. Thank you.
All right. From up north on the trail, the owlbear's mate appears out of the underbrush, and she comes running forward. And move her right there. She does like a full tilt run. It is now the owlbear's turn to respawn. It rears back, those massive, massive paws, raking down towards you, John the monk. What is your armor class?
16.
You twist out of the way of the claws. The beak comes and snaps at you. The beak closes on your shoulders, squeezing, crushing, cracking, driving into your flesh, piercing you for 20 points of damage. The monk goes down. All right. Teal.
I am going to continue to attack this owlbear, but as a bonus action before my attack, I am going to invoke Vow of Enmity. Thank you. It gives me a... Yes. Thank you. It gives me advantage on my attacks.
Perfect.
And I don't know how many bonus actions you can take
One.
in a turn. Okay. And I will use my long sword to attack again.
Your longsword cuts into the owlbear's flesh. It lets loose of the monk, which was shaking and savaging with that nasty beak. More blood flows. The animal seems stricken, beleaguered. It looks as though it does not have much fight left in it.
And as long as I maintain concentration, I will have advantage for attacks on that creature for a minute.
All right. Is that everything you want to do?
That is it. Thank you.
All right. Dysol, your companion John has just been viciously ripped by the beak of that owlbear, has dropped and is moving, twitching in the mud and leaf litter and blood. What are you going to do?
Okay. I have a few things here. Upon reaching 3rd level, I gained a few skills,
Okay.
if you will. The first one being, let's see if I can share this.
A very particular set of skills.
Yes.
You will find him.
Fancy, fancy footwork. when I use this archetype at 3rd level, I learned how to land a strike and then slip away. So if I hit something, it no longer can make an attack of opportunity against me.
Correct.
And then Rakish Audacity.
All right. And give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your charisma modifier. So that would increase your charisma, or your initiative, and then you sneak attack. You don't need advantage to use sneak attack, correct? And
Correct.
if you're within 5 feet of it, no other creatures are within 5 feet of it, or 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Okay, so you'll have advantage, and yeah, you can't make opportunity attacks against you. Understood.
Only if I attack it.
Okay, cool.
So if I go by 2 of them and I've only struck 1, the second one still gets.
Could.
Yes.
All right.
So I have to do this interestingly. So I'm going to step up. Am I able to attack, grab him, and then leave?
No, because grabbing John and dragging him away would count as your action.
Would count as an action. Okay. Well then I think I'm just going to attempt to put this one down. And hope the cleric can get there.
I don't have to get there.
Oh, true. And I'll be striking with my short sword with advantage.
Alrighty. You lash out with the short sword, drive it into the ursine frame. Blood begins to flow hot over your hand. Roll damage.
And I gain sneak attack damage on all my attacks if I'm within 5 feet of another creature, which is my teammate.
Correct. Ooh!
13.
The halfling twists the short sword ever deeper into the owlbear's chest, and you are thrilled as you feel the ebbing heartbeat give way underneath the end of your blade, and the brute collapses to the turf, dead.
Okay.
Anything
I'd
else?
like-
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to attempt to slip back into stealth.
Did you have advantage for that?
Stuff is fine. I know how to read the left. All right, Teb. I can always bring another one out to play, Teb. I've got plenty of them in the box. I mean, Amazon just delivered a dozen, so.
So can I mage hand a healing potion over to John?
He's unconscious.
Unconscious.
I can't throw it down his throat, huh?
No.
Just crack him in the head with it.
You can't use the mage hand. Well, you have to
not
bring out
activating,
the
I'm
mage
just
hand,
boring.
and you
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
Alright, I guess I gotta go up here close to crap and possibly get hurt.
The next time you go unconscious, if you could do so with your mouth open, that would be helpful.
Anybody that makes that request of you, John, immediately say no. Just throwing that out there.
I am not drunk at a party.
Hold on. We're getting a message from the FCC.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so I'm gonna come up here to John and use the healing potion.
All right. Glurp, glurp, glurp.
2d4 plus 2. Do you want to roll it since you are giving me the healing potion? Thank you so much.
Alright. And I'm moving back out a little bit.
Alrighty. Finn.
Well, I was just gonna heal him, but
I had a bonus action left.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Teb. Sorry.
I wanted to look disdainfully at Dysol and just nod my head in disapproval.
as your
I'm
bonus
done.
action.
It's a bonus action.
And that's when the party Yeah, descended into inter-party warfare. All right, Finn.
My bonus action, I will tell Teb he sucks to do his job.
All right.
So I will. I'm going to cast a Shield of Faith on our clumsy monk.
Oh, my clumsy.
+2 to your AC, clumsy monk,
Thank you so much.
and healing word on clumsy monk as well.
The clumsy monk level up.
If he's
I didn't-
laying down.
I didn't. That's my question. I didn't add my hit points or do anything with the level up. I didn't think we were doing that. So
We totally did that.
Yeah.
Totally did it while they were playing. In situ, it's fine. You're fine. Everybody's fine. All right.
There you go. +2 to your AC and +6 hit points.
thank you so much.
Try not to die.
Okay.
Alrighty. John, you sit up. Your shoulder is knitted sore. You are covered in your own blood. You're covered in owlbear blood and guts. You're covered in mud, sticks, twigs, leaf litter, you name it. But you're alive. What would you like to do? You'll lose half
Awesome.
your movement to stand up.
Okay. I'm going to stand up.
Okay?
I am going to move up 5 feet. I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff.
And demonstrate that 0 lessons were learned. Got it. Quarterstaff sails out.
For 8.
All right.
I am going to use a key point to disengage and head back 15 feet. And lessons have been learned.
Yes, but it's mad at you.
That's okay.
So does everybody else.
All right. The owlbear lets out another roar of challenge. That huge contusion in the middle of its head where you cracked it with your staff, and it comes charging right at you, monk.
Let's go.
It sweeps at you with its claws. Your armor class is now a 20 because of the shield. It 18. It misses. It opens its beak and tries to take a chunk out of your backside, but you flip over its shoulders and it completely misses you. Another half inch and it probably would have removed half of your ass. Half-assed, which is what its attack was. Teal!
All right. I am going to move to here. And as a bonus action before I attack, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark. And I will drop that into chat.
An extra 3 points of
1.
damage, yeah.
Yep. And I will, so it's up to an hour with concentration. I should have done it on the first one. And I will go ahead and attack with my longsword.
Alrighty.
I do not have advantage on this one. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. Longsword clews out, cuts a huge gash into the beast. Roll damage. Alright, more blood begins to flow. Splatters all over you and your sword. Anything else, Paladin?
Not at this time.
Alright. Rogue, we're back round to you, sir.
Step up. Take a swing. With advantage.
You stab out with the short sword and drive it into the mate. She lets out a roar of pain and annoyance. Roll damage.
9.
Not bad. Copious amounts of blood follow as you pull your blade free of the huge flank. Anything else you would like to do?
Yes, using my naturally stealthy, I'm going to attempt to go back into stealth.
Alright. Teb.
I am going to move right behind Jahan just in case anything bad happens. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt from here.
Roll a die 20 again.
Hey.
Here it comes.
Turns blue. Now he looks like John.
Oh, you're fine. You're distracted momentarily and your magic flies awry, knocking branches from the trees above you. With a loud crack, the branch lands next to you in the dirt. Anything else, Teb?
Oh no, I'm good. Good.
Time to change the color of those dice.
Finn.
Red was hot for a while.
Toll the dead.
One wisdom saving throw away. There we go. All right. And they take half on the save, correct?
Nope, no damage.
All right. You clap your hands. Unfortunately, the surrounding woods just absorb all of the sound, and the owlbear takes no damage from your spell. Anything else, cleric?
That will be all.
All right, monk, we're back to you.
I'm gonna take a shot with my quarterstaff.
All right.
I am maintaining concentration on the Shield of Fate.
Perfect. All right. Quarterstaff sails out, cracks the owlbear once again across the maw and beak. Its head snaps under the force of your blow.
I'm gonna use one more key point to disengage,
All right.
and I am gonna move 20 feet back.
Alrighty. The owlbear roars again, incensed, enraged, comes charging forward. Dysol, you get an attack of opportunity as the owlbear leaves your range.
Short sword.
A Parluth, yeah, a Parluth of owlbears. You stab the brute in the rear as she runs down the trail. Roll damage. Ooh, a telling shot. You cut her in the back leg. She roars as she crashes into Teb. The huge beast rears Teb. The claw comes slashing down. What's your armor class?
11.
-6.
When you fall unconscious, do so with your mouth open.
Ooh, Teb. The massive claw comes down, raking your back, bringing you into the beak as the beast latches onto you and rips into you for a combined 25 points of damage.
Would it have mattered if he would have casted shield?
It's +5 to his AC.
No, only on the claws. Do you want to cast shield?
Yeah, what the hell?
All right. In that case, the claws merely knock you into the beak, which tears you open for 14 points of damage.
Wow.
Yeah. Teal! And that's how we roll here. DM Charlie Gaming, players say, hey, I didn't die! Boo-hoo.
Wrong.
I'm like Santa Claus. Oh, yeah, sure. TPK, they're just unalphabetized letters to me. All right, Teal.
That's me.
That's you.
As you're unconscious with your mouth open.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I am going to, with my bonus action, cast Vow of Enmity on Enmity
Eminem. Vow of Eminem.
on the remaining owlbear and get that advantage back and.
All right, you lash out with your weapon, cleaving a huge gash in the owlbear's flank.
As I feel the weapon connect, I whisper a prayer to Tyr and invoke Divine Smite. So I will get a 1d6 as well as the Divine Smite.
Wow.
Holy cow!
There you go.
The paladin, seeing the party beleaguered under the onslaught of these
29.
two huge ursine brutes, drives his sword into the owlbear, literally cleaving it in twain. The chest cavity ripped open, innards and offal spill wetly and hot, steaming all over the forest floor. And with that, the brute falls.
We're gonna have to find a new name for my vow.
Enmity. Enmity.
Enmity.
Enmity.
Midi.
Enmity.
It's
Enmity.
confusing
Enmity.
because it sounds like it's spelled. So
Enmity.
Oh God, I have a -1 wisdom.
Yeah, that might be the case, but what does the character have?
Wow.
Oh man.
Alrighty. So,
Oh man.
this is going to be hard math for me. No, it's not. 1,400 divided by 5. 1 second while I do this. Hey, you in Twitchland, who can out-calculator me?
280.
That's what I said. 280. Perfect. 280 experience points each for defeating the owlbear and his mate.
What's the 4th level experience cap?
Let us check that.
1,400, I believe.
1190. Oh, I leveled up again.
You did not.
No, just
Well,
kidding.
if it's 1190, we did.
That's why I said it.
I think it's 1,400, but
Oh, crikey. Let me find this. People are like, why is he looking so... Okay, I am lost somewhere here in the compendium. Does anyone out there in Twitchland just know it off their top of their head? 4th level is how many XP? Help if I could type leveling, too.
It's.
Ugh.
It looks like it's 2,700.
yeah, 1,400 is way too low.
I think it's 27.
It is. It's 27.
Is it? Did we find it? So 2,700?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. Alright, I will take us back to the map and I will find us some more music.
I will throw a couple heals out.
I can, yeah, thanks. Ben, I can help out in that department too if needed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're taking a rest here at some point, though.
If you want.
Was this our stop for our rest or for our day's journey?
No, you are... It's probably
We're-
about noon right now.
If we are going to do that, I will like to level up as well while we're sitting here.
Yeah, you can click your buttons while we're hearing people. Heal for John. Oh, you're leveling up.
I'll add it. Just tell me what the number is.
It is 8.
Thank you so much.
What does that put you at total?
It puts me at... Hold on, let me cancel this. I think it healed me to full, actually.
Okay. Tab, what are you at
6,
out of?
20.
Okay.
And I have a healing pot with your name on it to give back to you, so you can take that back as well. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh, did you just use your healing potion so I don't need to cast a spell?
Are you talking to me or to Teb?
Yep.
I have not used one yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal you then.
Yeah, unless you want me to use a healing
No.
pot to save those.
Right here's the list. It's 20 for the levels.
That was so not helpful. Thank you.
11.
Okay, thank you, Chuck.
But it was 2,700. You said, Bill.
27.
Bill verified that.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Cool.
And so, Tab, I'm sorry. Now you're at 17 of
I'm
22.
good now. Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
I'm at
Okay.
20. Yeah, that's close enough.
Okay. I mean, I can cap you off if you want.
And hold it just in case.
All right.
I'm gonna try to stay behind and not get, be eaten by
Smacked
owlbears.
up.
Yeah. Owlbear avoidance.
So I have used my last spells, but I do have some cantrips I can use, and obviously my sword. So
Ooh, do you have Toll the Dead?
I do. All right. Okay, fellas. You guys want to stay in the trees and head east or northeast, or what do you think?
I think we have to
We're
continue heading
still-
north.
Yeah, we're still
Oh,
heading
that's
due
right.
north.
That's right.
Okay. So we're supposed to somewhere up in this vicinity is what we think the castle is.
Okay. Okay.
So let's-
The birds give the forest ambiance
this
real.
is really lifelike
It's just-
Sirenscape tonight here.
I haven't seen.
Like the
I haven't
birds are
seen
right
any
next
of
to
them.
me.
We aim to please.
I haven't seen any of them. Where are they at?
They've flown in and out of here a few times. I had one in the head earlier.
I must not have been paying attention.
All right, still moving forward.
And you find Craigmaw Castle there in the. Ooh. Uh-oh.
So let's get to the entrance there.
Alright, 1 second. Okay. Let me move you. I think I moved some tokens around weird. There we go. LM. And then we go back to objects. Alright, Craigmaw Castle. As you push through the trees and the brush, you see above you an old abandoned castle, looks to be abandoned, sitting on a low rise. Clearly this is not goblin construction, but has been occupied by them. Let's see. The castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights, but the upper stories are all in varying states of collapse. A short flight of steps leads up to a terrace in front of the main entryway. Past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowed hall. Round towers loom over the entranceway with dark arrow slits looking down on the terrace. Alright, and I will move us to the castle.
Wonderful.
Ooh, the castle.
Let me make it dark so they go to sleep.
Will he or she just fall asleep on your shoulder right there?
No, he'll hang out with me. He wasn't ready to go to sleep, so he came to me. This one is Visper.
Alrighty, and we're still waiting on Forrest to return. Alright. Yes, it does sound like an OSHA violation.
Pay no attention to him, please.
Craigmaw Castle. How
Now
would you
this-
like to proceed?
I'm trying to center. Okay. So I first want to attempt to move into stealth.
Oh yeah, here. I will show everyone out there in Twitchland.
Jesus, dude, your dice are on fire. I'm going to
Wow.
change my dice to those colors. I mean, this is the second or third time at least that he's hit. This is actually the third time since he rolled double nat 20s that he's rolled nat 20s on his sneak, on his stealth.
Like a puff of smoke in a pitch black room, Dysol just fades into what few shadows there are, grabbing the base of Craigmaw Castle. So yeah, you there in Twitchland, this is what the players actually see. You are watching my view when you see this. So you kind of get the view behind the curtains. So no telling secrets. That was kind of an Alex Trebek moment, wasn't it? I need the card. No, sorry. The answer is, what is Fireball? What is Fireball? All right.
Always the
I
answer.
fireballed your mother
Always
last
fireball.
night, Trebek.
I'm gonna sneak my way around.
To the front door.
And I think from here I see something in this direction, so I'm gonna motion to my compatriots to hang back.
Well, if this is a castle, those are probably murder holes.
Yes,
You may not want to stick your head in it.
yeah. But I feel I'm hidden well enough. I'm gonna try to stink my way back a little to here.
Okay. You enter into the next area, Dysol. Doors stand closed to the north and south, with a crumbling mound of rubble partially obscuring the southern hall. To the east, a broad corridor ends in two more doors leading south and east. The corridor is cluttered with dusty rubble and fallen plaster from a partial collapse of the ceiling overhead.
Alrighty. And so I'll come over here and let them know that I see something here as well. So it looks as if both sides are peering in to be able to get a clean shot of anybody coming up the stairs.
Okay. So you're using hand signals to let them know what you see?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. The halfling moves silently up the steps, pokes his head inside the entrance of Craigmaw Castle, looks inside the arrow slits, indicates that he sees movement, some sort of enemy in there. The rest of you, down at the base of the stairs, realize you probably are in defilade and have not been seen yet. How do you wish to proceed?
Well,
Shall we just head in, or
Well, I have a feeling I can't really tell you too much other than if you come up, you're probably going to get riddled with arrows.
I mean, I can, from where I'm standing, I can sort of see movement, I guess would be the best, or something. I can see something here, but I can't see how many of something.
Deb, do you have illusion?
I have disguise self. I don't have illusion.
Safari Zone.
I can disguise myself to look like glass staff. I even got a staff that looks just like this.
That's the thought. So you go first, and we'll act like your bodyguards.
Okay. You still got your red guard capes?
Yeah, we still have our red guard capes.
All right. Well, I'm disguising myself then. Making sure my glass staff is still present.
All right.
Are you gonna look like him, or are you gonna look like a red brain?
I'm gonna look like glass staff.
Nice.
Nice. I like it.
Good idea.
I have important information for a black spider.
Okay. So, you're all throwing on cloaks, and you're disguising yourself as glass staff. Is that what I understand?
Yes, sir.
I think so.
All right.
That's what we're going with.
We'll lead the way. Glass staff.
It's gonna be tragic or awesome.
Yeah. How we roll.
So I'm gonna yell out who I am. And I'm gonna yell that I need to speak to black staff immediately and demand an escort.
There is a hubbub, a gaggle of voices of activity. There is all kinds like, oh my gosh, what the hell? Oh no! And you hear some what? And a hobgoblin appears. Another hobgoblin appears, and a whole bunch of goblins come piling out of rooms, and one of the hobgoblins looks at you and he says, "You've come to see who?"
Black spider.
"The spider isn't here. King Kroll is here." "But if this is who you want to speak to be led to the spider, or is the spider meeting you? This I think we can do." Go ahead and roll a deception with advantage.
And guidance.
And guidance.
In favor of the god if needed.
All right, I'm just going to keep that music because it seems suitably tense. Alrighty. All right.
I have anxiety, Charlie.
I have a lot of it. All right. The hobgoblin looks at you and he's, I will lead you and your men, glass staff. The rest of you. He cuffs one of the goblins in the head. He's, ew! Go back to your post. You go back to the barracks and rest. And the other hobgoblin's like, aye, aye, Captain.
Captain.
Hobgoblins. They have ranks. Alright. Come this way. Be careful. That area is trapped. Actually, where is the game? Oh, yeah, it's back there. He leads you through a door. I'm gonna just open some doors.
Holy crap.
It's very tense. There are goblins everywhere, picking their nose, scratching their pimply arses. He leads you to another door. Are you guys just hanging? All right, way in the back. He moves a curtain.
Did you want us all to follow?
Yes.
I apologize.
No, I've been following the whole way.
I just want to make sure this is still visible for all of our viewers. All right, he opens another curtain.
Oh, this is so bad.
He proceeds through.
The mental note, I've seen the room, I want a fireball when shit goes bad.
He opens yet another door. He proceeds through. And he raps on the door, and you hear a deeper, gruffer voice. What? And the hobgoblin says, "The glass staff is here to see you, my lord." What? And then you hear a cultured, educated voice. Most interesting that Iano has come here. Best let him in. The hobgoblin opens the door. And then he bows and steps out of the way. Let me read
You're
the
the
room
glass
to you.
staff. You gotta go first.
All right, this chamber has been set up as a crude living space with thick furs thrown on the floor to serve as carpets, old trophies hanging on the walls, a large bed to the north, and a brazier of coals burning brightly. A round table with several chairs stands to the south near the door. Near the table, on the floor, is an unconscious dwarf who looks badly beaten. All right, you can all make
Gundren.
yes. You can all make history checks to see if you or perception checks, see if you recognize the dwarf.
No need.
We've met him before, yeah.
You have. It is indeed Gundren Rockseeker, as it says on his token.
Yeah, that one snuck up on me.
I have a lot of moving parts, man. A lot of moving parts.
Even my -1 wisdom caught that.
I have feet.
All right. So, Grohl is in conversation with this female dwarf, or this female drow, and he stands as you approach, and he's, "What is it? Glass staff." Roll a deception, please.
Is he still?
You guys still got guidance?
You do, because you
You
didn't
do.
use it earlier.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Let me find King Grohl.
Charlie,
Yes.
once we're all inside, I'd like to close the door.
Perfect.
And while this is going on, I'd like to use sleight of hand and attempt to lock the door.
Okay. Go ahead and make that sleight of hand roll as you shut the door. All right. You feel the door lock with a nearly silent click. Gundren is gazing at you, Teb, and he seems to be buying that you say you're a glass staff, because after all humans look alike. Let me get the drow up.
I'm going to nod and bow to both of them and explain that the manor was overtaken by a group of heroes, and we received a message from the spider saying we needed to move the dwarf because they may have gotten information when they got into the manor that this was where he was being held.
Roll a deception roll as Grohl looks at you, and his thick, beetling brow furrows as he tries to process all of those fancy long words.
Ooh.
All right. He looks at you and he seems to buy it, and he's like, Did he say where we are supposed to move him to? The drow is just kind of watching you silently.
I'm gonna tell him he told me he wants me to take custody of him and take him to the spider.
All right, roll a perception check.
Just him or others?
Just him.
Or-
He's in the conversation. All right, let me double check that this is actually on. Yep, we can actually see it. All right. Yeah, he asked where to, and you said he asked where did we move him to, and your response was what?
To the spider.
To the spider. And your perception check was a 16. As you say that, the female drow kind of stiffens, and you catch an almost imperceptible shake of her head to Kring Grawl, and he snarls, and he's like, "What is this? What is this? You are lying!" And he yells, "Snarl! Snarl, attack, boy!" And with that, the wolf gets up and growls. Let me remove him. He's not in there. Sort the initiative. And let's get some combat music going.
Charlie, you said there was a drow in the room?
She's right there.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
She very well may be the spider.
She might.
Oh.
Is Cragmar Keep the one where you fight the pirate with the room that catches on fire in Neverwinter?
Yes.
Where you can bash open the big barrel to douse the flames?
I think so. I don't know.
It's been a while.
Sneaky avoid.
Yes! Trixie says yes!
I appreciate
That's
it.
Cragmar Crypt.
That's right, it was Cragmaw.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
We are ready. John, as soon as Grawl screams, "Snarl! Attack, boy!" your body tenses. Your highly trained monk's reflexes kick into action. How do you want to kick this thing off?
If I were to move since it's the beginning of combat, will she get an attack of opportunity?
No,
Right
it's the
next
start of
to me.
combat.
Okay. And this is the wolf here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna take a shot with my quarterstaff.
You crack the wolf right on the cranium. There is a sickening crunch. Roll damage. The brute yelps in pain.
I am going to spend a key point, and I am gonna do flurry of blows. I just want to see how many I get. 2 unarmed. Okay. I didn't know if it went up because of my level.
Alrighty.
First one. And the second one.
Your first fist lashes out, catches the big brute on his muzzle. The second one punches him in the flank. There's another yelp and a chuff. And then there is a crunch as your blow snaps the dog's spine. The carcass falls to the flagstone floors.
And Charlie, I'm gonna link this in chat.
Okay.
So I took Way of the Long Death. So when I kill a creature, I get temporary hit points
Very
equal
nice.
to my wisdom and my level.
That's
I
pretty
get
cool.
6 temporary hit points.
Oh.
And that is my turn.
Welcome, Aiton. Welcome, Aiton. Hope you enjoy our Twitch stream. All right, Teb.
So is this table in front of me a big table?
Yeah, like a dining room table, round.
So if Teb jumped on it, would he technically have an advantage? Worth a shot.
No. He would also have to make athletics or acrobatics to get up there and not fall on his butt.
Oh hell no, that's not happening. All right. So let's see. We're going to use. So I'm going to cast this right between Gunder and this other hobgoblin here. Or is that a bugbear? What's this guy?
That is the bugbear.
Okay. So I'm going to...
Agonazer's Scorcher. A line 30 feet long, 5 feet wide, emanating. Dragon, okay. Line of Roaring Flame, 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Line must make a dexterity saving throw right in between. You're gonna cast it here?
It's 5 feet wide. It would hit both of them from there, wouldn't it?
It would. It would cook both of them. And
you don't want to kill him.
It would also.
Yes, that's the dwarf. That's the
Thunder.
dwarf.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is a good guy.
All right. Well
We're
then,
saving that
can
one.
I
need to
okay.
move.
Can I shift myself over to this spot here, or is there not enough area there?
Start a combat, right?
Yeah, start a combat. So.
Okay. All right. So then let's shift it the other way, then going across the room towards you.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. Creeper 905. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so you are here. Go ahead and pull out that area of effect template.
I couldn't get it on there. I'll try and get it back on there again. There we go. I don't know if Teb can you. I've dropped it. I don't know if Teb can manipulate it since I dropped it.
Yeah, anybody can.
Okay.
Like that? Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, so fire looses from your hands. Get your line. All right, so that is a dexterity saving throw from them, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Teal and John make dexterity saving throws as the fire hits the wall and licks along the pathway, having nowhere to go.
Give me 1 second.
I do not have advantage.
No. Spell save. Alright, so the drow saved, and the hobgoblin did not. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, 11 points. Fire licks all over King Groll's body. He lets out a roar and a scream as his back begins to cook. The drow covers herself, drops down, and most of the flames lick overhead, scorching her silvery hair, exposing a blistering part of her scalp, and she growls a rageful cry of pain and anger at you. All right, Monk, you take the save, so you take 6 points of fire damage, and Paladin, you miss. So you take the 11 points of fire damage from Teb's very powerful spell in the very small room. All right, anything else, Teb?
You showed me a straight line, not an L. I'm sorry, guys. Bye.
No worries.
All right, Diceall.
I'm gonna step over here 5 feet, make an attack on the hobgoblin.
Okay.
With advantage.
Ooh. Your short sword lashes out, finds an opening in the chainmail that the King Groll is wearing, cuts into his flesh. Go ahead and roll damage. He lets out another roar as his blood begins to leak from the wound.
Okay, and then I'd like to attempt to go back into stealth.
Okay, you can make a stealth roll.
As I'm next.
All right. Are you moving or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
All right. King Groll lashes out with his long sword. And your armor class is currently a what? A 14?
Yes, sir.
14. Okay, as you step aside, that attack of opportunity catches you, Dysel. You had run up and attacked him and then attempt to stealth right in front of him. He wasn't that distracted, even though he's on fire, cutting you open for 10 points of slashing damage. He lets out an evil chuckle. That sword comes swinging around at Teb.
He doesn't get an attack of opportunity on me.
That rakish audacity.
Oh, rakish audacity!
No, fancy footwork.
Fancy footwork. I apologize. You're absolutely right. I was thinking you were thinking your stealth. It happens.
Negative.
Yep, okay.
Negative.
He doesn't. So that comes around and that's 10 points of damage on Teb. That will work. That will work. All right. The drow comes stepping forward, cocks back a heavy fist, and attempts to punch the paladin in the head. Oh, I rolled an extra one. Once, twice, the fists lash out and catch you right in your muzzle, paladin. For such a slight-looking little elf, she wallops you for an unbelievable 14 points of bludgeoning damage, knocking you out and dropping you to the floor. Alright, the wolf is dead. Finn!
Yeah, now I gotta waste my turn getting the damn warrior back up.
Paladin, thank you.
Not acting like I will, I was just gonna kill both these guys, but now I gotta heal you, so... I will cast healing...
Well, go ahead and kill them and then heal me.
Alright, I'll do that then. That's fine. That's fair. Can I get a 10-foot circle?
What color would you like?
Oh, whatever color is good for killing these guys. So I would like to cast a new spell. Fine. Called. What is it back? I need it right here.
Yeah.
Is that good there?
Is that where you want it?
No, I want it right here.
More down a little bit so it doesn't hit 10.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I got what you're saying.
Alright, cool. Cool.
Picking up what you're laying down.
Nice. Big circles. And casting this with my channeled divinity Wrath of Destruction. That will post as well.
All right.
So, casting Shatter.
Wow. Constitution saving throws against a DC 13 for both.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's max damage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but half a
it
max.
just auto rolls the damage.
And that is 3 die 8, so 24 points of damage. Holy criminy. Finn, say something suitably epic.
Boom.
Finn.
I did. I said boom.
Oh, that was
didn't
you?
hear me
I thought
say-
that was Forrest. It sounded like Forrest.
No, I was like, boom.
Boom! There is a titanic explosion that ratchets through the room. Stones and dust fall from the floors above, bathing all of you. The choking concrete dust clogging your nostrils and filling your lungs. King Groll acts as though he has just been kicked by a giant. His whole body shakes and he stands there bleary-eyed, blood flowing from his muzzle, his nose, his ears. The drow, on the other hand, stands there and looks as though a bomb has just fallen on her. And that was actually more than half. So she makes a Constitution saving throw. Oh, and she barely keeps her feet, but she too, blood is flowing out of her ears, her nose, her eyes are bloodshot. One of the cornea looks as though it has ruptured, and you can see contusions all over her. Her burned, blistered scalp looks as though it's been smacked. They are just absolutely rocked. Well done. John.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna take a swing at him with my quarterstaff.
All right. He blocks it with his long sword. There's a loud clang. Even though he is damaged and beleaguered, he is still able to defend himself. Anything else you'd like to do?
Flurry of blows on him.
All right. He definitely avoids your first strike. You follow through and connect with an uppercut. His jaws snap shut, a tooth goes flying. The huge brute rocks and reels back on his heels and looks as though he is about to go down. Anything else, Monk?
That is it.
Teb.
All right. I am going to use my meta magic into sorcerer points.
Still a couple other players you haven't taken down. So don't hold back.
I'm going to use guiding bolt, and
Nice.
Your magic, so close, slams into Grohl's back. He lets out a roar. Roll damage.
I used my sorcery points too, so I'm hitting our other guy as well.
And you're also hitting the drow?
Yep, two of my sorcery points are being used up, but that lets me land the same exact spell.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and roll the damage.
That's pretty awesome, that twin spell. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Thank you, finally.
King Grohl collapses in a heap, the clatter of armor and arms. He doesn't even make a peep as he goes down. The drow, she takes the hit, knocks up against the locked door, turns and starts to struggle with it as though she is going to try and escape. You can tell that she has just been knocked senseless. Anything else, Teb?
I got.
All right. Dysol.
I'm going to step up and attack.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
need to take her out. She looks like she's gonna run.
Can't get that door open.
Unless she has a key to the door, she's going to be.
Within 5 feet of someone else, so I get advantage.
You have advantage. The halfling runs up with the short sword reversed in his hand, lifts it overhead, stabs it into the drow's back. Roll damage. And like the true rogue he is, the drow drops dead.
Nice.
However, as you celebrate your victory outside, wow, Sirenscape got a little crazy there. Outside, you hear the rough voices and footfalls of hobgoblins and goblins as they come running to the door, screaming, my lord, King Grohl, what's going on? What's going on? All right, we have a few minutes left. I'm going to let you speak to Gundren, and then we will end for the week, and we'll pick up next week with the goblins and hobgoblins, and you guys attempting to fight your way out of Cragmaw Castle. Let's put some more.
What is that? 4 points of healing?
Yeah, rolled 2 1s. That's a potion though, so
I have one. You want it?
Please.
yeah, I'm trying to save up.
Yeah. No.
We didn't heal before we got in here, or we didn't rest before we got in here, and so we're gonna be short on spell slots.
Is it the same healing? 2d4?
Yeah, and unless we have a greater healing potion, they're all 2d4 plus 2.
That's 8.
All right, and I will remove this from my inventory.
For defeating Snarl, the wolf, the drow who, as her body collapses, turns into kind of a faceless gray being that you don't recognize. And King Groll, you each earn 170 experience points.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
They're at 1360.
1360.
Mm-hmm.
Not 11,360.
That sounds much better.
I know. Hey, Charlie, the Shatter, do you think this is a somewhat dilapidated castle? That Shatter spell, do you think it would have damaged the exterior wall where we're at enough that we might be able to make our way out that way?
Roll an investigation as you quickly check to see if that is the case.
For full disclosure, I spent 13 of my 15 lay hands to get my hit points back to max.
22.
Investigating this part of Cragmaw Castle, you understand why this is why King Groll slept here. This is the most solid and still stable portion of the castle that stands. The walls are thick and strong, and with the exception of your shatter spell that knocked dust and stones loose, no, it does not look as though it knocked a hole in the wall for you to get out of and get away.
Well, it's hard to try.
Which door do we came in? There's 2 doors. We came in this one, right?
You came in the one into the south, the one that doesn't have a door on it, actually.
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
So
We need to search the room also.
And the bodies.
we still got guys right on the other side of the door.
You do.
Yeah,
You do.
it's
Actually, you hear them
So
pounding on the door and shouting orders.
Teb's going to
Yell in your gruffest voice. Be quiet.
I'm gonna
We're
use
in a
my-
meeting.
thaumaturgy to make my voice boom, and I'm gonna try to make it sound as much as I can like King Growl here, and yell at them to get back to their post, that the matter has been taken care of.
All right. Roll a deception.
With guidance.
With guidance.
With guy.
In favor of the gods if needed.
wow. Still with the guidance.
Still got the guidance.
Ooh. The hobgoblin voice from the other side of the door does not sound completely convinced. However, the response is, "As you wish, my lord." And you hear them walk away, muttering to themselves.
Okay, let's search the area. I think there's
Well-
some bedrolls, and we need to wake up this dwarf.
Yes, while my companions are searching the area, I am going to try and get Gundren up, and
Can you just throw him a hit point?
I've got 2 that I was going to give him. I was going to ask what kind of shape is he in?
Yeah, he's unconscious. He looks beat upon.
Okay. I'm gonna lay hands and give him the 2 remaining hit points that I have from my lay
And
hands
I'll
pool.
do medicine. See if I can't also help him here.
All right, Gundren sits up as you cast your magic on him, and you do the medicine. You realize he's just unconscious because he's been beaten around a bit. He'll come around in the natural course of things. But he sits up and he looks at you and he's like, what's that? What's it? Oh, Finn, Tib, Teal, Sean, oh, and little Dysel. You've come to rescue me from the perfidy of these filthy hobgoblins and goblins you have. Excellent. Is this castle clear? Can we go?
Not exactly.
We may have missed 1 or 2.
Oh,
Or
dear.
all of them.
Or 12.
Or them all.
But we have a fireball and a plan.
I must say,
There's at least 3 left. There's at least 3 left.
At least.
if you made it this far and were able to rescue me, well, I trust you'll get the job done. If you get me back to Phandelver, I've got more gold for you. You're worth the price. Nay, you're worth triple the price I promised you. But I don't have me map to the Wave Echo Cave. We need to find it before we leave. I won't leave without the map.
And you're sure it's in here somewhere, Gundren?
I have no idea where it is. They brought me here, treated me like some sort of little ragdoll, beating me about, threatened me to feed me to the wee beastie. Oh, did a number on the doggy, didn't you? Oh, but threatened to feed me to him, and I don't know what they did with it. I've been unconscious quite a bit of time. He looks at the light spilling through the arrow slits, and he's like, is it afternoon? What day is it? Oh, me poor head.
It's been 3 days.
3 days? That sounds about right.
Yeah.
3 or 7, one of the two.
Search the bedroll over here.
Did we
All
check
right.
the body yet?
I'll search this dude.
Oh.
And I'll take a gander at the doppelganger.
All right.
Should really leave this up to you guys that do the 18 will do it.
All right. The doppelganger, as doppelgangers do, has nothing of identifiable value. All of it was part of its natural ability to change to that form. Who it was or why it was there, you do not know. Grohl only has the chainmail and the longsword. Searching the bedroll, however, underneath the mattress, you find a stitched leather sack, very uncomfortable to sleep on, but who knows with hobgoblins, containing an unbelievable 220 silver pieces, 160 electrum pieces, 3 potions of healing, and the sought-after dwarven map to the Wave Echo Cave.
Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
Toss the
I-
map over to the dwarf.
Didn't get any of that.
I did.
220 silver, 160 electrum, 3 potions of healing, and Gundren's map to the Wave Echo Cave. Having his map in hand, Gundren picks himself up on shaky feet, looks around, and he says, right, lads, let's do this. Let's get out of this place and return to Phandelver. And with that,
Can you fight
Cast a
Gundren?
teleportation spell?
he says, would that I did, would that I did, would that I did. As for fighting, I'm going to leave that up to you lot. Next week, when we come back to Lost Mines of Phandelver, a Twitch experiment with DM Charlie and the gang. Say goodbye, gang.
Bye,
guys.
gang.
Hi guys.
Have a good night, and we will be
Thank
back.
you very much, Neverwinter friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hope
it
to
was
see you
good,
guys again.
Virtually seeing you guys.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.